Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Free A Sports College football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M set to kick off the christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19.
He's taking the shot. Makes the grab on the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
They'll send the back in motion. Power football with the run. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They want to run this quarterback. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up. Running to Green. Runs through a tackle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he wants it all. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's loose down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Sellers. Grabbed over the middle, it's McGowan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season or the first part of the season?
And the ball comes out. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Aggies. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Makes the quick grab. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands, and I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Gamecocks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Handoff to the single running back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Still on his feet. Fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to... Oh, he's got some space. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to him again. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home-run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Give to the running back. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a crease to the left. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Oh, they're after him. There's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air, it's Sellers. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Buys a little time with his feet. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's McGowan. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's McGowan. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecock.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Looking for room at the 40. Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
To the air on first down. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This almost certainly will be the final play of the half, so they'll give it a try on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. At the 40, there he goes. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leathers. We are deadlocked here in the third. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Still running at the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Texas A&M going quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Bussey. That's a 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And that one will put him up here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Going to try to get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
A lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. On the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Bennett. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll give it to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quarterback adapting. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Man, it's It's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Important in the passing game, but it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Armstrong. There he goes. Continues to fight for yards. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him in the flat. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. It's complete to the right. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a second down play. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The play-action fake. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. They'll move the tight end. On the ground. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. goes to the option. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They'll run the option. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. They're down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're going to ride this running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Sellers. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Breaks into the open. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Clock's running down late in the ball game. Every first down matters. Every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback. Dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting the first down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Escapes trouble. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's McGowan. Inside the 25. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this in this drive.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wide receiver going in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. the backfield, it's Stein. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They'll line up to go for 2. To the air, it's Sellers. He gets it in there for the 2. Hard to believe they didn't settle for the time, and they take the lead here in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Here's a throw downfield late. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
3rd and long. Defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete. Desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On the ground, it's McGowan. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games